13mm socket to remove the caliper from the caliper mount. And then you're going to want to depress the pistons. If you're feeling strong, you can just use a large pair of pliers. There are many different types of tools available to compress calipers. If it was a bigger, heavier one, I would use a tool, a press of some sort, but pliers are doing the trick on this one just fine for me. Do not hang the caliper by the brake hose. It will wreck the brake hose. Whether or not it looks wrecked is besides the point. That's a 21mm socket to remove the caliper mount. Remove the pins, the sliders from the caliper mount, wipe off the old grease or lube, put new grease or lube on there. Don't just use grease, use some sort of brake lube. Usually pads come with it, but I have my own that I prefer to use. If it's rusty, you're going to want to take it to the wire wheel, get rid of all the rust. I just put a little bit of lube on the end of the pin, and then I spin it as I put it in, and it swirls around and coats the whole pin in grease nicely. I say grease, but I'm using brake lubricant, special lubricant. The new shims, you need to be very careful with the orientation. If you put them on backwards, it will make a horrible noise. They kind of go on from the inside and then they pop on to the outside. To get the rotor off, I like to give it a whack with the dead blow, nice and easy. Make sure to clean the new rotor. They usually come with oil on them so they don't rust during shipping or storage. Both faces of the rotor where the brake pad is going to contact. A little bit of Loctite on the caliper mount bolts. They have it there from factory. It's a good idea to put it back on. $21mm to install the caliper mount. A little bit of brake lube for the for where the brake pads contact the shims. Those brake pads should be able to wiggle in there just fine. They shouldn't be seized or stuck at all. Reinstall the caliper, 13mm. And the torque spec for the wheels is 150 foot-pounds. Make sure there's no corrosion or rust on the mating surface between the rotor and the rim.